Hey, welcome in to We Don't Give a Flip podcast, where we're selling consumer and the flips never stop. I'm with the cool kids today.
Yeah.
Fiona's Fines, Amanda.
I can't stay serious for too long. I just can't.
I love it.
Put
them back on. Reseller.
I listen. It's not that shady in here, Sean.
I'm herding cats as always. West Virginia Panhandle Pickers. We got Mel joining me in the cat herding, and Sean. And then we get joined by Gulf Coast Pickers, Christine and Ryan. It's good to see you guys again. How's everybody's week going?
What is going on, yo?
Glad
How about them
you
Hurricanes?
How's it
How
going?
about them Hurricanes beating FSU?
Sports. It's a constant disappointment for me. Red Sox. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, that was
never picked a play.
disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? They lost to the Stankies. If you're a Stankies fan, sorry about that.
I'm not. Screw the Yankees.
Anybody that
Did they
beats
lose
the
to the
Yankees, I'm a
Yankees?
fan of them.
Aren't the Yankees out now too?
Yankees
probably
just got
are.
eliminated as well.
This is the Blue Jays got them.
Yeah, Blue Jays romped them.
Yeah. Toronto.
There's Miss Coco. Coco.
Some good football this Sunday coming, right?
Yep.
Was it the Chiefs and the who's playing? Chiefs and who else?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift's playing?
Yeah,
What position does she play?
she's the quarterback.
Tight end?
The thing is, they have nothing showing her at all.
I don't know anything
she's
about that.
scared for her life to show up to the games now, so she won't show
Detroit.
up.
Detroit
Oh,
Lions. That's who they're playing.
Is she really scared for her life? I would be
Yeah.
too. We've talked
Yeah.
about downtown St. Louis. That's where they are, right? Kansas City, St. Louis. Is that right?
No.
The city's
Different
Kansas
states?
City.
Kansas City? No, that's not St. Louis.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's in
Same state, yes.
it's in
Different.
Missouri. Okay. I'm not geographically like.
I think it's Kansas City, Missouri, and not Kansas City, Kansas.
No, it's Kansas City, Missouri.
I have no idea.
They're both equally as ghetto. Good shit, but a little scary, a little urban for me.
Hey, listen, we just saw a body pulled out of there last time we were there. So, I mean, hey, St. Louis, we love you. We love your bins, but
Dang.
let's get tough on crime,
Yeah.
okay?
What happened, Amanda? They have 2 jelly cats that you wanted?
We had 7 that trip, Sean.
7 Jellycats.
7.
Hey, let's talk about Jellycats. We ran a Jellycat in our Whatnot show for $1.
I saw that.
Did you guys see that? That was crazy.
Yeah. The little rabbit.
No, it's a mouse.
It's like a mouse or
Speaking
something.
of
I thought it was a rabbit too.
17?
17, yeah. I was nervous. It was making my stomach hurt to run it that low as a start.
Michelle
But
Collects won.
Michelle Collects did win, so I'm very happy about that. I mean, I would have happy to win. I am glad it went for 17 because if it had gone for 5, I would have cried really hard.
Yeah.
But that's the gamble we take, right?
Yep.
We sold
just like-
ours,
$1.
and we I know it happened to Amanda before you talked about it. We sold our jelly cat. We showed them up front. As you guys have been in our shows, we hold everything up in front of the camera. We had 2. We had 2 rabbits. We had a small one and a large one. The lady bought the large one, gets it, gives us a bad review, but says, I still love it. And her response was, I didn't think it was going to be this small. You said it was going to be bigger. I'm like, I didn't say squat. First, I held it up. You didn't ask the size. You could tell it was a good size. It was probably 18 inches.
Right.
She didn't ask.
It was bigger of the 2.
Yeah, bigger
It
of
was
the two
bigger
that we
one of the
had.
2 that we had.
But yet to leave us a bad review saying you didn't tell me it was going to be this small. I'm like,
But
well,
I still loved it.
but I still love it. But you didn't ask. But you'll leave me a bad review. I just
Typical.
It's
I
like a
don't get
backhanded compliment. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
They
Those
make them
reseller
bigger
reviews.
than 18 inches, but I've never seen one bigger than 18 inches.
They do. So we've
They do.
had one before. They have octopuses.
Oh, the leopard.
Oh,
Yes,
look-
I did have the leopard.
Look up the dragon. The dragon is like huge.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
leopard I found was
The
24
big
inches.
And then-
banger one he
I
found.
totally forgot
that
about it.
he-
Well, and do you remember we had the orangutan? Remember we had that purple orangutan forever? That thing was big. We found that at the bin. That we found that in Nashville.
Ryan, tell me about the leopard and walk me through that. You remember?
You were gonna trigger her.
I just want to recall what it was worth and what you
Yeah.
found.
You
That's-
found
that's
it.
good
Found it
content.
at a Goodwill.
Okay.
It wasn't in a bag.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't a bag?
Uh-huh. You said
It was
you
in a bag.
saw it in the bag. He just
Preference,
saw the
Christine.
tag.
Christine was not there. Ryan was sourcing without her.
Yeah, I went after work one day. I'm like, you want me to stop by and try to find something? She goes, yes. So I went.
Yeah.
It was there.
Ryan
Any
asked,
bag, I guess.
looking for
My
a
memory is
banger.
so bad. I can't remember nothing.
Now my next question is, do you think that you were lucky or you were consistent and put yourself in front of it?
I got lucky. I don't go to that place that much.
There you go. You got
Yeah.
lucky.
you're meant to get what you get.
Yep.
Exactly.
You don't shouldn't get upset. It's hard not to, since we're human, but
Oh shit, I get upset all the time. Yeah.
But what did it sell for? We sold on.
128.
Yeah, I think I took an offer on.
Macari.
Was it Macari?
I think
Yes.
it was.
For 128. Oh,
she's got a mind like a steel trap.
Hey, I wish
You ever
mine
want?
was-
I can't remember nothing.
I just remember. I'm still hearing about things 10 years ago when we first got married.
But
Yeah.
I will say to the point, for those of you that don't know or do know, I've been talking about, getting back and selling again and just being more consistent. And this week I've done 4 shows in a row. Actually, 5 shows this week. Fuck that.
Yeah, let me
So-
make that bigger.
For those of you,
130.
Very cool.
There, let me make it bigger.
Oh,
yep,
nice.
it was Macari.
Nice. 130 for.
I had it listed for 175. Took an offer.
In my opinion, they got a bargain.
That's
Yeah.
still a really good offer
Probably
because
paid $9.99 for the bag.
It was the best jelly cat
There you go. Don't sleep on jelly cats.
never found.
Nice.
So I've done 5 shows this week.
Nice.
I've made just under $800. I'm whooped. I don't know how you guys like she's on a rate train every damn day on top of doing her own stuff. Christine does a morning show every day. You guys go on
Christina's
every
taking the
day.
weekend off.
Who?
She's taking the weekend off. Heck yeah.
Well, I'm rescheduling my show for tomorrow because I got to take Piggy to the vet.
Yeah.
And then
You
Monday
doing okay?
she had another seizure. So this is her second one in 2 months. And I was on the phone and I had my head turned. So all I heard was the fall. And then and she was in downward dog and she couldn't move. She was
Yeah, she's
stuck.
all frozen up again.
So I was yelling for Bob that she's having a seizure again. And he picked her up and held her. And we sat with her through it and I recorded it, but I recorded the end of it. So it was just her shivering. It really, like she wasn't doing. So I don't know if the doctors get
Hey, Gina, welcome in.
to see
How
or not.
long? How long are they like? They lasting? Are they?
They're not more than
lasting
5
longer
minutes.
and longer?
No, the 5 minutes is
Okay.
a temperature danger zone, and it feels like forever, but it doesn't feel like it's more than 5 minutes.
I would say probably 2 minutes, maybe max.
even though it feels like forever.
Feels like an eternity.
So much longer.
Our bus
So
days.
I don't know. She had one 2 years ago now in the summer, like randomly in the summer. It was really hot, but it was nice and cool in the house. I don't know what triggered that. And when we took her then, they were like, unless it's something that consistently continues to happen, they're not worried about it. Because sometimes it could just be a spike in body temperature that creates it, just like us.
Yeah.
But the fact that she had, this is 2 now in 2 months, I don't know what they consider frequent.
Right.
Like, I don't know if weekly, monthly, I don't know what frequency means for them.
It's tough when it's a dog because, it's not like a person. They can't tell you how they feel or
Right.
what's going on,
And
So-
nothing's changed for her, like diet wise or anything like that.
She's thick. She loves to eat.
Her medication that, like, they're not on any other medication other than like I don't know if you guys know what Simparica Trio is, but that's like the heartworm. It's like everything in one, and they get it once a month. So nothing for her has changed in that way. And they get groomed regularly. The only thing I could think of is maybe, and she's chained up in the back. So the only thing I could think of is maybe it was a deer tick, so maybe it's Lyme, but I don't know because I don't know if they specifically have to test for that. I don't know. But she's gonna go tomorrow, and I'm gonna have her looked at, and we'll just go from there. And if she has to be on anti seizure medication, then that's what it is. If it's something more than that, then we'll deal with that too. But I hopefully it's nothing serious.
Prayers for Piggy.
Yep.
But she did get loose the other day too, and let me tell you, whenever
Man,
she
that
gets
dog's
loose,
fast.
whenever she gets loose, it's like
She's thick, but she's fast.
it's
as
like
hell.
losing your child. Like, I know some people are like, oh my god, but it's scary. And she is chipped, so the only way we'd know where she is if she does get chipped. It'll activate that she's been scanned. But
Mhm.
Bob went out and drove looking for her. I got Lola on a leash. I went halfway down the street, and I said, let me just go back home in case she comes home. I walked in the backyard. I'm like, Piggy, just come home. I come inside.
Piggy,
Now,
come
mind
back.
you,
Piggy, you're the
garage-
one for me. You're welcome.
garage doors are still open, and all of a sudden I hear this. little heifers at the back door trying to get in. I was like, oh my God, I opened the door. I screamed and I called Bob. I'm like, she's home. So, I mean, take it for what it's worth. She's
What up,
smart.
Coco?
Glad she came home. Everything's fine. And I'll let you know what the doctor says.
Yes.
The vet says about her. I
Well,
don't know.
we hope for the best. So
Yeah.
Hopefully it's nothing serious because she's
She's the best
She's
little
great.
dog.
we all have fur babies that we love as our kids. So
Yeah. I think if you're a reseller, it's a very lonely gig, or it can be, if you're not on like social, like whatnot. So having an animal or a pet or somebody you can ride with.
or even if you're just
Helps.
a single person and you have that single life, whether you choose to or not, having a companion of any aspect is
Hey, listen,
nice.
get a goldfish. It's okay.
Oh God.
It's okay. That's what I would do. I'd get a goldfish. Low maintenance.
yeah. Yep.
Anyways,
love
but
you guys.
how has reselling been for
See
you
what
guys?
Gina said?
Run,
Yeah.
Luna.
Run.
She's sleeping.
Run. Luna is out cold next to us in her bed. So
Our
she's
baby's
had a lot of
bouncing.
activity with family here, and
Yeah.
yeah. So
Have
cool.
you guys had a good week in selling? Have you been sourcing at all? What's your week look like?
no
We
sourcing.
haven't sourced.
Got family here
yeah.
since Saturday celebrating our daughter, and then they stayed for they're
They'll
going
be
back
here till Saturday.
till
this
Saturday, and then
Is it
work's
snowing
been
down
kicking my ass because again my company sucks.
there? Mm.
I've got a father and son duo that they do all the IT stuff as well, but I've been running the company down here for now 3 years as the son has been MIA on a binge of all sorts of stuff, as you would say. MIA. He finally comes back to work. We're doing a big project for one of our $1 million customers, and he comes out to site, and all I said was, "Hey, can you handle this one little issue for me?" Then he gets on and cries to daddy that I had to turn the job over, that I'm not capable of running it. All I asked him to do is just meet the guy down there, let him in a damn door.
Can't even unlock a door, right?
Yep. And then he goes off and says, "You know what? I'm in charge. I'm your boss down here. I own 1% of the company. You better do what I say." I pretty much just flat out just did the what we don't give a flip, and I flipped him off, and I walked out, and I said, "Let's see you handle it then. You just go
Universal
ahead."
podcast.
Now he's disappeared again.
Speaking of, where's your delivery?
My delivery is right here. I'm waiting to hang it.
We all want to see what you got.
Yeah. I'm going to hang it, put some lights on it, and try to make it as a neon light that says Ryan sucks.
Love it.
It's a big
Look at the
finger.
detail on that thing.
Love
It's got knuckles and everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Redneck Creations TN on Etsy.
Yep. They got awesome
Redneck-
signs. We got that.
Redneck
Thank you, Bob
Creations,
and Amanda.
And he makes LED signs too, you guys. So check them out. I think are they
Yeah.
acrylic?
Yeah.
Or no.
On Etsy,
think they're
and then
acrylic
he's
neon.
also at the Nashville Flea Market, which is usually once a month at the end of the month, I believe.
Yeah.
We'll
It's
talk
the
about
last
that. a
weekend
little
of
bit.
the month. Yeah.
Yeah. So Redneck Creations TN, we appreciate that reseller on the other side of the house. You know, he gave us a great deal. So we appreciate him and everybody down there at the Nashville Flea Market. If you haven't been, it's definitely an experience. We pulled a lot of nice things out of there. Ryan has a nice hat that we pulled out of there.
Yep.
Sean Stein.
What do we get out of it?
Little people.
Little people.
Shocker there.
Shocker. It's getting harder and harder to find those guys, though. Everybody wants to be a little people dealer.
Yep.
So we've been doing it since
It's okay. I'll play nice.
2023.
We haven't been sourcing, but she's on edge. She's ready to go next week. We're gonna go make some trips to the bins. So
It's been over a week. We haven't
I need to go. I need to go sourcing. I need to hang
Yeah.
I was saying today so Bob, Monday being a federal holiday, he's gonna be off. So we're gonna go to Nashville, and you know what it is? We know we are
Hashtag government shutdown.
we are well aware that we do not need another thing to sell in this house. But it's that dopamine, it's that adrenaline, it's that FOMO that you're not gonna get something.
what are you
that
missing
somebody
out
else-
on,
Yeah.
right? What are you
Yeah.
missing out on? Yeah.
And and if you're not a reseller, you don't know. But if you're a camper, your fire is only going to burn as long as you stow it. So if you don't or stoke it, sorry, it's the same thing with reselling. If you don't keep feeding that beast, you're not going to have it to sell.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot better about being more picky, though.
Yeah.
Our average sale price, because I watch the numbers, everybody knows. blah
Yep.
blah daddy guy. But anyways, I watch that kind of stuff, and average sale price has gone up at least $5. So, which is saying that we're either being more selective or our prices are
Our
fetching.
prices are better,
Yeah. So,
and
and our sales are not down, so that's
right.
that's
And
also good.
I will say, you know, I don't know how your experience was. I'm sure it was similar, but when you first start reselling, what you want to do is you want to grab everything, right? Because you watch videos and you see people sell stuff, and then you watch another video and you see somebody, oh, they're selling doorables. I got to get doorables, or they're selling plush. Ooh, I need to get plush. But you really kind of need to just stick with one thing and then branch out, because what happens is you become a shit seller. And I mean this very respectfully, because we were and we have been,
Thank you, Jenna.
you know, where you buy everything and then you're overwhelmed because you have all this stuff and you don't know how to get rid of it.
What you don't see in those videos, you see them selling it, but you don't realize how long they had that on their shelf or their inventory. Just because they sold it, they could have it a year or two. Now,
Yeah, that's a cost, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's a cost.
Right.
When you have something in your inventory
It's
for a
your
while.
time. It's the space that you've had to, you know, just let it sit there and let it marinate till someone decides to click on it and buy it. You know, that's a really good point that you make. And, you know, the other thing too is the pricing is hard to figure out too, because we've said this many times. I can go into a live show and sell the same exact thing for $5 more and sell it. Christine could run it for $5 less and nobody swipes. It just depends on who is willing to swipe versus not.
It really is right by our right time.
Yeah. And the other thing I tend to believe, and our son is one of these buyers, you could have two things.
I love this kid.
You could have two things side by side. He will 9 times out of 10 go for the more expensive, because he thinks that the more expensive thing is better than this, even though they're the exact same thing.
There is sales psychology that they do on studies on this stuff, and they say that people that where there's a higher evaluation will purchase that over something that's lower because they think they're getting a better quality item.
Right. It's like
it's been proven. There's science. So.
It's like the comparison of shopping at Walmart for Pampers versus shopping at Target for Pampers. You're buying the same exact product, but the experience and where you're purchasing is the difference of why you're going to pay the more money.
Yeah.
Right. So
just come on one. I'll sell you Pampers for $1.
Yeah, he's got plenty of them. He's 50-some years old. Yeah, wait till
I'm like 1,000 years old, so I'll just give you some money.
Diapers.
Cheers to that. How old are you going to be next week, Sean?
49.
You guys are all old.
He's just a spring chicken.
I still get carded every damn place I go, so I guess it's okay.
I'm about to call you a weeotch on national.
You missed a whole year of your life.
She's saying I'm 54. I'm not even that. She added 3 more years, y'all. I'm going to be 51.
Listen, he missed the whole year.
I want that senior discount at the thrift store. You know.
He missed a whole year of his life. I don't know.
I did. You get to a certain point where you stop caring, right? So
it's just another
how
day.
Old you are, it's how you feel, what you're doing, what's your life, purpose, on all the things. So
yeah. So what's up with you guys there, GCP? What's your week been like?
It's been good.
Wow.
It's had its ups and downs. I'll say that.
Listen, when you're looking as good as you are in that bull shirt, sir, it's hard to be mad at it. It's hard to be mad.
I had a wild day today at work. Sold some marinades, dealt with some crazy people, was nonstop all day, basically.
Oh, we love it when you sell hearing aids, Ryan. Cheers.
Hell, that's a reseller right there. Reseller heart, hustling hearing aids.
Better than 92%.
Heck yeah.
I've been selling stuff since I was probably 10 or 12 years old.
Oh yeah. You got the hustle, the fire in your belly. Love it.
Yeah.
What about you, Christine?
This morning I sold my jelly cat, and it's special because it had no tush tag. So I thought I was going to have it forever. I've had it for 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks. And every show, can I see your jelly cat? Can I see? And I'm like, it has no tush tag. I wrote really big, no tush tag. And today someone bought it. So I'm very happy.
It was a day.
Good.
Ryan, before you were so rudely interrupted, do you have anything else you wanted to say?
Yeah. Keep it in the house.
Way to go.
Hey, listen.
It's okay.
Now he's gonna cry.
Boy's got the diabetes. How about
Christine, when
that?
we get off the podcast. Way to go, Bob.
Listen, it's not a first of all, it's not a bad club to be in. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna be a
Listen,
village. It's gonna
Hey,
be
let's be in the
fine.
house.
I have diabetes and I'm extremely handsome.
Oh Jesus!
It's not going to affect that, bro. It's fine.
You know what we're gonna do? We are gonna start in honor of Ryan. In all seriousness, and this is not joking. We are gonna start 45-minute walks every morning and night
Awesome.
to push Ryan to get his ass going with us. We're gonna work out with him. So
Let's go. I
let's
love
all
it.
do it. Let's all do a walk and get Ryan going, man. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be
Gotta help
surprised
brother in
just
need.
moving around how much it drops your insulin level.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll start helping going to some sales and running out of the car and getting to those sales.
Hell yeah.
Do
I
that.
used
When
to
we
go.
first started, he used to run.
Let's push that cardio a little bit further, man.
Oh, Gina
Right.
says it makes you a sweeter person, Ryan.
Ha. There it is.
Oh.
Definitely.
Gina, stop taking your meds. It's too early for him. You're
Her loyalty to Sean is gone. It'll be fine. It's gonna
Yeah.
be fine.
We're all here to support you, brother. You get
And
down, hit us all up. We're here for you. You know that.
Join the
All
gym so
joking
that we
aside.
can finally make time to do that together as a couple, which will be nice to get us out of the house other than just
We spend
sourcing.
too much time doing this
Yeah.
thing on the side, and you need to really like balance your life as a reseller
Yeah.
Yeah,
and make time for your health, because if you don't have that, you don't have much. So
exactly.
Walking will be great because I lost my workout room to plush.
Yeah,
On the,
yeah. We lost our workout room to
to plush.
everything.
I see Mel with 2 Beanie Boos in her hand. Oh,
That's right.
feel the burn. Feel the burn.
Yep. Actually, she ended up tearing something. We're gonna have to get her checked out. She can't even lift her damn right arm right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that happened to me.
Because Sean makes you work so hard now. I'm sorry.
Well,
Oh, he pushed me out of the car at the last yard
it's tough.
sale.
It's tough lifting that banana.
He was like, I'm gonna get that jelly cat.
Tuck and roll for that deal.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
Well,
of sweet deals,
Sometimes you have to push her in front of your competition to get that leg up, and she's a warrior. She
she's
does.
a warrior.
Stop knocking her down to test that theory.
It's okay to fight back, Mel. It's okay to fight back. It's okay. Give him hell.
It
Hey,
is what it is.
We're
Good.
coming for you, Ellie.
We're gonna go ahead and bring in our next guest, Tennessee Treasures, the ultimate toy reseller and whatnot, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's saying something because we're in the midst of greatness around us, you know. So let's go ahead and bring in Ellie. We appreciate you coming on the podcast. Here we go.
Yep. There she is.
What up, Ellie?
What's up? Hopefully everything works better.
Yeah.
It's okay. I think if you don't move too much and kind of just right now we can see you moving and we can hear you perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better for sure.
You know, I have AD, right? I can't not move.
Me too, Ellie. Me too.
And you're not moving right now.
As long as I can hear you, because I want to hear about Ellie's story and how she started reselling.
Yes.
Ellie, tell us all about it.
Yeah, we started reselling in like 2019. And we started because we started because I don't know if I've told you guys this. We started dumpster diving.
That's awesome.
It's kind of embarrassing. I don't tell everybody that, but it's on my
No,
YouTube.
I love it. I love that.
I put a
content.
YouTube on dumpster diving with my
I
buddy
watch a lot
John.
of videos.
Yeah.
about-
So I mean, it made it a lot better that Val was
Hey, sis.
to jump in to the dumpsters, but like there was a little strip mall behind us, and the first place we ever dumpster dived was Five Below, and we found like a case of flip-flops in the trash along with cables and toys. Like, you know how people always open the blind boxes, they just throw them away. So we found a bunch of that, and I was like, I don't remember who we were watching. I think we were, I don't know, watching
too.
dumpster diving videos. They just came up for me. And we started one guys that did he was in Texas. I can't remember his name either.
I've watched him. He goes around the neighborhoods.
Yeah, in like the rich neighborhoods and find the craziest
He's
things.
good. I like him. I don't know what his
Yes.
name is. I've watched him a long
I
time.
forgot. I was gonna look it up. I forgot. So we started doing that. We like really good. So I was in Chicago area at the time. So Hoffman Estates, like some really nice areas that we would go like curbside picking and find crazy stuff. So that's kind of what generated it. And maybe like a month and a half into doing that, I started selling on eBay. And I was just listing. And then we were doing like flea markets, we accumulated a lot of stuff. Find like we had a Dick's in the Dick's goods. We would find shoes in the dumpster. We found like big old tents, like 10-person tents
Top favorites.
that were masked out. Yeah, so all that kind of stuff started going on YouTube. I sold like a freaking, I don't know, 80-pound tent and went to Oregon from eBay. I think I made like $300 on that.
Yeah.
So that's what started. I did not start in the toys. So
Is dumpster diving illegal in Chicago where you were, or no?
I never really got a solid answer on that. Like supposedly, I think it's like city to city. It's not illegal state-wise, but if
Right.
they put up like the signs that say no trespassing near the dumpster areas, then you're not supposed to go in
Then they
there.
can prosecute.
Or if
Okay.
they're gated or whatever. But I got pulled over a couple times. I never put up that footage. I should find it. I did. I got pulled over.
There you go, Sean.
Now we know
finally
why they
found
get
another
along
one.
so well. They're jailmates.
Soulmate.
Soulmates.
That's soulmate.
Yeah. You ain't soulmates. You were cellmates.
Yes. Oh my
I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be in any other cell than with you or Christine, because let me tell you, you
Let's
you
go.
would scrap. I'd be fine. I'd be your bitch.
Hold that pocket, whatever it takes.
Oh no. I can stand on my own. Yeah, so that's kind of how it started. I sold anything from like skis, vintage skis that's tossing out, to like those skateboards, golf clubs, Harry Tornado. I didn't know jack out anything, but I sold a big old golf bag because I saw him do it. And I think I just started itching towards plush is where I started like finding a lot of stuff. There were times, especially around Christmas, parents do like their clean outs and some donate their stuff or give it away, just throw it away. And so like there were so many times where we would find like toy chests just full of toys tossed, just sitting on the side of the curb, It just happened recently. I gave Amanda some Little People. Val does like home renovations. Yes. And I guess the neighbor, wherever he was working, was tossing a bunch of toys. And he's like, can I throw those away? So she gave him a whole box and it was a bunch of Little People. So a bunch of Little People and a couple of others. So I'm trying to think, because I guess I came across a lot of toys. I was selling toys, but I wasn't having luck with toys on eBay. Like eBay was just not, I don't know, I wasn't doing toys on eBay. And I didn't start, I haven't done so well with that either. So
We're gonna fix that.
I don't even remember. I don't remember how I came across Whatnot. It might have been Harry Tornado too, saying, one of those catchy videos where it was like, this is going to change the reselling game. Back when Whatnot first started. So I was like trying to get in early in Whatnot for 3 years, almost 3.5 years. So, and I started to see a sell, and there's this craze for all the mini toys and all the loose, and oh my god, you have this and you have, and I was like, I can't give this stuff away on eBay. And here people are fighting over it because they want this specific piece or this specific piece.
Yep.
So that's just kind of how it started.
What was the moment that made you finally realize that you could do this as a full-time business?
I wouldn't call myself a full-time reseller just because of 4 kids, and full-time is a lot. But there were times where we were facing like just financial insecurities, and Whatnot pulled us to that. Like I would be on there every night, and I was making money to pay the bills, and I'm like, this can't be full. Like I'm paying bills, it's rent, So that was like I guess for me, because it went from like hobby to let's see if we can find anything, in the trash, to okay, I'm starting to see what people like, what people will sell where. And then that's when I got more serious about it. I got banned on eBay. 3 years ago. 2 years ago, maybe. Yeah, 2 years ago. So I moved from Chicago here to Tennessee, and we rented a U-Haul, and I brought, I don't know, I only had like 600 items listed, but however many more items not listed, filled up a whole U-Haul truck. And I moved with all of that, put a storage unit, and then I had an issue, like I was making sales, and I should have just delisted everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I was making sales, and I didn't know where stuff was. I had a lot of cancellations. I think 3 or 4 within 2 months, and they banned me. And I finally delisted all my items, and then they banned me like a month later, and I'm like, come on. So I don't have eBay. I cross-list on Etsy and Poshmark and Mercari. I've never made I cross-mark on Top and what's the other one? Grailed. I've never made a sale on those two. Smile. I've never made a sale on those two. I cross-list. I was using Vendu, but I canceled that membership. And I'm wanting to do the one that you guys are recommending. But first I want to get some stuff listed. That one.
Nifty AI, Code Rocket City, shameless.
I think for you, because you have such a because a lot of people don't know what you have, but she has a storage unit where she lives, and shout out to Val. You need to put his stuff up. Well, if you don't follow her on Instagram, you need to, because she puts a lot of her content on Instagram and TikTok about what she has going on. But he has built her these storage things on wheels, and she's got stuff that she doesn't remember that she has. So I think for you to get it, once you start going, I think Nifty AI is going to be really good for you, because you'll be able to blitz through listings quicker utilizing their AI. And plus, obviously, how you want to describe things as well, so you'll be able to manipulate that too in order to continue to get through it quicker, instead of just relying on the AI part of it as well. But for things that you don't, it'll definitely help you get that stuff listed quicker, in my opinion.
What's your Instagram again, Ellie? Is it Tennessee_treasures, or is it different for Insta, so people can follow you?
I don't think there's an underscore. Oh, maybe there's an underscore. It's
Okay.
the same across all platforms. Some of them have the underscores. And
I put in the description for this YouTube channel, so if you want to follow Ellie on all the places, Pinterest, YouTube, since 2013, if I recall correctly.
And she dual streams, you guys.
Oh my gosh, right?
I
do dual stream. Yes.
I want to talk about that. Yeah. How'd you figure out how to dual stream?
I did yesterday. Sorry.
You're okay.
Go ahead.
I was just kind of wondering how you figured out how to dual stream, and it was just curious what that's looking like, what your traffic's like.
How's that impacted your selling?
How's it impacting your business?
I wouldn't say. I think I have gotten some new buyers from the links. Not very many though, like less than 10, because you know how you see your referrals. So I have got. Hi, you want to come on? He's running away. Yeah, he ran away.
He's like, I don't want to be on YouTube. Come on, Val, come on in.
He
Oh, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Val.
What's up, sir? Everybody?
Hello.
Always us.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hot
yeah.
Wheels and all the diecast. So,
Love
as
that.
far as like the dual streaming, it doesn't make a big difference, I don't think, as in generating new buyers yet. I guess I'm not a big streamer. I have like 550 subscribers or so.
Mhm.
But as far as views, it's very up and down, and I think it's very heavily dependent on what you because whatever you title your show on Whatnot is what it appears as on YouTube. So like, you're a little more careful with I'm a little more careful with like keywords and what will hopefully get more searches. And then just live streaming in general. I think YouTube pushes those out more. But there have been times where I have 50 views live. And then like last night, I think it was up to like 800. I have also gotten as high as like 3,000 views when I'm live. So
What were you
it's
selling?
good. It's up and down. What I do notice though is like, because I'm more focused on Whatnot and I have you open sometimes, but like the second that I say hello on YouTube, they all run away. So it's more like ASMR type. Like they just want to see what's on in the background. They don't want you to talk to them. Just let them watch blind, I guess.
Yeah.
So
There's something satisfying about your shows. I don't know if it's the way you speak, the cadence, like the music.
is.
It's very relaxing.
For
Like
me,
your
when I watch her,
Yeah.
it's her voice.
It's very melodic, like it's calming.
Yeah.
And I just like going in there and telling people to stop hitting on my BFF.
Ellie, for the most part, you're a no-show reseller, right? You just show your hands and the items that you sell.
hands.
Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, I started off forward facing. Ironically, when I was doing plush, I would do forward facing. I would have like a and then I would just show it and run it. But this it's hard, like a little grab something and show. I don't know.
Lost you, Ellie, I think.
We lost you just a little bit.
So it's hard to go this way. And it's just kind of around and show small toys. So that's mostly why I put the camera.
Yeah, so Ellie, we lost a little bit of that. I think what you were saying is like being a no-show reseller probably doesn't affect your numbers. If I had to take a wild guess in regards to sales, people want what they want. They'll probably just swipe for it. Pretty sure that's the gist of it. Has that been your experience?
Yeah. If anything, I think sales are smoother when I do like no show, like not by my face. I think that my sales started the other way.
Yeah.
Probably less of a distraction. People that way they just focus on what you're selling versus
Yeah, Whatnot can be a bit of a dog and pony show. I'm guilty of this myself.
hey there, ho there.
Yeah, the hey there, ho there stuff. Because when we think about it, Whatnot, they really want you to, it's called a show for a reason. They want you to be
Performance.
entertaining to a degree in order to sell.
But many of resellers that are on Whatnot have proven that you don't need to
Yes,
have the dog
you
and pony
should.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not going to yell at chat.
with toys, when I do toys on Sunday, and I don't show myself, I just focus on the toys. That I don't know, I feel like the plush shows, they want to see the show, but with the toys, just show me the toy. If I
I
like
want to watch you dance with the plush.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. We noticed the same thing. It's such a different audience compared to plush and toys. It's
Yes.
night and day, and their attitudes and everything. And then Ellie, what's helped us, and you've been in our shows, is get you a Ryan Sucks sign. It helps.
They can.
Eat a
They
banana.
can. Give them an extra 10% when they give them one of these.
Yeah. It works. Our sales are through the roof because everybody just gets that extra 10% off. And it
Everybody
is
loves to hate on me. Everybody loves to hate on me.
Hey, Ruth
Exactly.
Ann.
That's not true.
That's
Ryan,
not true.
I am a ride or die, and you know it.
You
Yes.
are. You are.
You know it.
Ryan, we
Hey,
love you.
Ruth Ann.
So I was gonna say, since you do sell plush and you do sell toys and you have sold other things, when it comes to selling plush versus toys, do you find that the person that's buying the toys is more of a collector versus the person that's buying the plush is buying it for a gift, or like are they more thoughtful when purchasing your toys or not so much?
Definitely a lot more toys. And I wish that could like aunties and they're looking for that.
I don't know how to get
I
it
think
up here.
so.
Hey, Ellie, I'm going to stop you there for a second. Can you do me a favor? We're going to do this in real time. Can you turn your camera off but leave your audio on? I want to try something. There you go. Now try the answer, the question.
Can you
No, it's still doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you can go ahead and turn your camera back on. I wanted to double check.
I just
something.
want to make sure one of them wasn't interfering with the other because you keep coming across choppy and we really want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
That's all. You can continue. Go ahead.
Good.
So I'm saying that like it's a lot of people they hired toys. You know, they come and they cherry pick all the best items, and then you're stuck with the basic stuff that probably parents would
So I don't. We're gonna have you disconnect, Ellie, and reconnect and see if that helps. Okay. If you wouldn't mind doing that, we'll go ahead and do that. While she's disconnecting and reconnecting, we'll try to do that. This is the challenge of a live podcast.
Yes.
You never know what you're gonna get. So we'll go ahead and let
But
Ellie.
don't get discouraged.
Don't
'cause
get discouraged.
Don't get discouraged. We're going to figure it out.
Because we'll go ahead and have Ellie do that. And
It
when she
happens.
does that,
It happens.
I know our internet
I think
gets
what
terrible
she was
here, too,
saying
so-
was they come in and they buy all the good stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
I've had that happen.
Mhm.
And then you're left with the stuff that's not popular
That's at the
Yeah.
yard
and
sale.
you're trying to sell that.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is a challenge of whatnot. I think in general is trying to find that sweet spot where someone wants something and someone's a collector, trying to find a middle ground, and then determining the price.
Yeah.
Sometimes is hard because they want a deal, which is whatnot for the most part is like an elevated garage sale, I would say, or at least
Yeah.
for toys
I
and
say that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so in plush. So we use it for many different reasons. One is to liquidate wholesale.
Still hoping to make a profit.
And still hope to make a profit. Luckily, our prices are so low when we source it
Well,
that we can do that.
we also think our prices are good until someone doesn't swipe. So
It's hard to let a Build-A-Bear go for $7 when they're 38 in the store.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But like you said, stick with your prices because you guys know we sell stuff at different prices, and you guys can have the same stuff. Christina have the same stuff, and we, she sells it. I can't sell it, and I may be
Well,
cheaper,
So,
or
yeah.
vice versa. I mean, it just
I will say that you have a lot of different. You do not follow the norm, and I mean this in the most respect. You
Break the
don't-
glass. That's
if
what I
I'm
say.
if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong. You do reduce shipping or no?
what do I do?
Reduce
You don't do
shipping.
reduce shipping.
I don't
correct?
do reduce
No.
shipping.
Okay,
I don't
so-
do that. I don't do fill a
so-
box. I don't
so-
do any of that.
So right now that makes you an outlier because almost everybody on Whatnot does reduce shipping because we hope once you swipe 2 or 3 times, shipping is on us, which means now that you've bought 2 or 3 things, now like Bob says, in a penny and for a pound. So $3 more for you is not a big deal because now you're not paying $7 because you're not paying the shipping on top of that $3. So you don't do reduced shipping, you do not preload. You bundle and then you weigh it and people swipe or they don't. So automatically that puts you in a completely different selling strategy than the majority of Whatnot, which is not a bad thing.
You've proven that with your
so,
sales. So
I mean,
Yeah.
and I give you credit, both of you, because I know how taxing it can be to be on for a few hours. People build up a bundle and they peace out on you, or they decide the shipping is too much and they don't want to swipe, or they decide to take things out of their bundle. And then you have the other side of it where we do it as reduced shipping and people just keep swiping, but our prices are lower. So we could sell 10 things to one person, you sell 5 and you make 3 times as what we did by the person swiping. So there is something to be said about that.
Yeah.
So I say that to say that there's no magical recipe for someone to be successful. You really just need to do what works best for you, no matter how rage baiting it is for somebody to go and watch how people sell.
We are learning because we are going to start putting in show notes because, like you said, I think people are taking our kindness out of bundling, and they're, even now today,
We had the same.
we had the same thing. We told everybody, hey, when they first came in, I said, hey, before you guys please leave, if you're done seeing anything, you've got a bundle, cash out. Just tell me, hey, I got to leave. Again, it happened again, another ghost option. So it's like we're going to change some of our strategy and be a little bit more vocal at the beginning to people, because if you're not going to stick around, you're cashing out right then. Just because it takes away from us showing everybody else a room, we lose potential customers. I know we've touched base on this numerous times.
Yeah.
So,
And we probably could be well over the $1,000 sale mark
Oh, you would definitely. Yeah.
I know. I think that's
now, but I mean, but we bundle so that takes
Right.
from
yeah,
our
when you get
sales as
one
well.
person to
but
buy 15 things, that's
Yeah.
15 sales compared to just now we're down to one sale.
One.
Yeah. But
Yeah, there's a fine balance.
tried the when we run items, and I feel like we just don't have the luck when we do that. When the bundling and the running of the scans is
maybe
what
that's because
works
that's
for us.
what's worked for us
And
from
what
the
maybe
beginning.
our
Bread and butter.
they're used to
Yeah.
used to that with us.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is.
it's very possible, because for the longest time when we do Little People, we'll get right back to Ellie. Thank you for coming back in.
Thank you, Ellie.
We were starting at $2 starts for commons, and then we were doing license for $3, depending on what it was for starting the bid. Christine's like, Amanda, you're killing yourself. You need to increase. I'm watching these shows and people are running it for more. People that we get tagged in for shows, which I love it when you guys tag me, they are selling them for more than what I would be willing to pay for, because they are buying from us, which most of
We're
you
their
don't know that.
dealer.
But we are their Little People supplier. So the people, I will say, a majority of the people that you guys are tagging me in the shows, I'm saying you as a Whatnot community, you're tagging me in shows where people have bought from us. So I'd be buying my stuff back, which I love it. I appreciate it. So what we have done now is we've increased our starts, and they're still swiping. So it just goes to show you that sometimes you don't always have to be the one that does less to get more, because are you really getting more when you do less? Like the example with Sean, I sell 15
It
things,
evens out
he sells
eventually.
5, he's selling it for 3 times and more value wise is the same, but the amount of money that they're spending and that you're non-negotiable asking for.
Yeah, Ruth Ann's makes a good point. People get used to your show and style, and that's okay. There's different ways to skin a cat, as they say, and that's just the way it is. I don't think there's any right way or wrong way to really do it, as long as
There's
you're
no right
getting
or
out
wrong
there.
way.
Yeah, but get out there, put yourself in front of the camera, get started, do the thing, and I'll say it for the record, like Harry Tornado is right. Whatnot is the future of reselling. Live auction reselling is the future of
People
reselling.
love swiping.
It's just eBay's in beta for it. They've been on for a while. It's not open to everybody yet, but also eBay's trying it too. I think they're coming late to the party, personally, but we'll see what that looks like in the future. Ellie, are you still there?
She's here.
Can
Yeah,
you hear me now?
we can hear you.
So, because the video and audio is choppy, Ellie, we might have to reschedule you on another time.
Yeah.
Unless,
feel
unless
terrible
you
about that.
can you stream it from your phone? How do you stream when you are doing Whatnot? I can't.
There is an app for StreamYard. So if you were to get the app and put the link into the app when you open it,
It would work too.
it would work. So you could try that. We'll do that next if you wouldn't mind. I'm hell bent and determined to get all that knowledge in your head out.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't familiar with what Ellie's doing on Whatnot, man, you guys are going to be amazed.
No, she's
So
piqued our interest big time with just what we've been able to capture. So we're intrigued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a hell force to be reckoned with when it comes to whatnot.
And she's very much if you haven't been in her shows, have the privilege to be in her shows. She's married. She's very much like Coco in the sense that she's always positive.
There we go.
There you go. Hang on a second.
Oh yes, thank praise the Lord Jesus.
Yay.
There it is.
I think I typoed my name, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Users. Users.
She had to say users.
How you doing, Eli?
I was like, dang it.
That's her new name.
I'm
Lord
in.
Jesus. We love
Okay,
you.
now we can hear all the great things that you have to offer.
So
let's
start
go-
over from the beginning. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
You were saying how the people come in your show and they buy the good stuff, and then you're left with the.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. I was
Everybody.
asking you if your toy buyers are intentional collectors, like versus your plush. Like, what does that look like for you?
So yes, the answer is yes. A lot of the people who buy from me are collectors. And so I think that where in the past you guys were just talking about like pricing, right? In the past I have priced things very low, thinking to just get them out of here. But the truth is that the collectors will pay up for it. And so I have adjusted my pricing. There's like every once in a while I'll get like a parent or something that's like, why are you selling these so high? Right? They want like a deal. And at that point I'm like, well, I can bundle you some stuff.
Yeah.
But usually it's because I already know what's left. I have learned a ton on every subcategory of toy that there is because of the collectors. What to look for, the red lines on the wheels or this or that, all the crazy.
Can you talk about your La La Loopsy show that you had that was fire?
Yes. So the last La La Loopsy show that I had, which thank you guys for helping me find some of those.
Listen,
it went
you
very
do for
well.
me, we do for you.
So I think it was like $630 gross.
Nice.
What I made. And it was 2 hours. I sold La La Loopsy, Tokidoki, Monster High, and a couple of other things I posted in there. But the bulk of that came from the La La Loopsy dolls.
And what did that one La La Loopsy go for? Do you remember?
What did I tell you? It was $130 or $140
Wow.
for one La La Loopsy doll. It was like a Halloween-ish one. And then several other ones went from $50 to $70 a piece. So very, very good.
Awesome.
I also did the same several weeks ago with the mini dolls. Same thing, but I had a lot more mini dolls.
One?
Yeah, the tiny little bitty 3-inch dolls, and they were going $5 starts, and they were going for up to $20 and $30 per little bitty doll.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So for those of you that don't know what the La La Loopsy are, La La Loopsies are the little plastic dolls that have the dangly legs and they have the button eyes. So if you don't know what those
Show and
are,
tell. Hang on, let me get
there you
this
go.
bigger.
If you're watching,
I don't know if I can.
can you make her bigger?
I can't because she's off stage.
That's okay. That's okay.
okay.
We'd rather have you see you than. But,
Yeah.
So those same dolls come in little 3-inch dolls, and
they
they're
do make
jointed.
and they do make La La Loopsy plush too, but she does really well with the La La Loopsy toys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that a Build-A-Bear?
Yeah, I found that one last week. La La Loopsy Build-A-Bear.
That's
Here,
awesome.
go ahead and show us one more time. I think I fixed it.
Okay. Wait, you want to see the doll?
Yeah.
The doll.
I want to see the doll.
PVC.
Yeah, let's see it.
Yes.
Yes, there it is.
I got the little dangly legs and the button eyes. And anytime you see these little button eyes, it's
It is
likely
crazy what they go for, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
I'm a ton this weekend.
He's your new La La Loopsy man. Go ahead.
2 years ago, I couldn't get rid of those things. The big
good to
ones.
show
The
you.
little ones people were always looking for the mini because there's this mini craze going on, but I couldn't get rid of the bigger dolls. So that doll that I sold for $140, I've probably had it for a year.
What would you attribute that to, like in your experience? Do you think?
TikTok.
TikTok.
or the viral, things going viral, and the kids are growing up and remembering what they had and thinking, I want that back. And they're starting to remember it a lot younger. Like, I don't think that I thought about toys until I was like, maybe more recently, where I'm like, oh, I used to have this, that nostalgia. That nostalgia is starting for them now at like 16 to 18 years old. They're
Exactly. We've
remembering
been
what
noticing
they
a lot
had.
of that as well in our plus shows. And people were like, oh, I had that as a kid. And they're like, now I want that again. So, yeah, we're starting to see that trend too. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
were also, sorry, Bob, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I actually went to ChatGPT, go figure, right? And I put in 20 years ago today, what were the top selling toys? Because
Barbie.
and it was Webkins was number one.
Oh.
So that doesn't surprise me, right? So it just goes to show you if you
Douglas in there.
Douglas was in there, correct? There's a few, there's all the things that are trending now.
Yeah.
Were in the results for ChatGPT, what was popular 20 years ago today. So there are ways of figuring out strategy and what people are going to be looking for, or the next generation will be looking for. So you can kind of like start collecting now and for the future if you have the room to do so. That's all I was going to say.
Yeah.
Not a bad strategy.
No, that's actually a great
Get ready
strategy.
for the next big
Yeah.
craze.
Yeah.
That's why when all you hoes want the Squishmallows, I'm your hoe.
Amanda's got us
Yeah.
beat, so
Those things are never coming back.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
my goodness.
I think
They're
we found that
dead.
out today.
They're dead. Set them
Well,
on fire.
Listen,
That's right up
they're
there with, like, Funko.
resuscitated.
They're
Yeah.
the new Beanie Baby.
Clear.
Yeah, it gets overdone.
So
Yeah.
what
Well, at
is
least
your?
with Beanie Babies, people actually made money, like big
Yeah,
money
they did.
for a
Do
little
you
bit.
remember? And you had the little protector, like Jesse and my show today we brought that up too. You had to have the protector card because your parents are like, don't rip the tag, and now it's just like they just cut it like it's a haircut now. They don't care. Choking hazard. Everything's a choking hazard.
Those mamas are so nervous nowadays. They cut every tag off.
Every tag.
Yeah.
Even the tush
know.
tag.
Nervous mamas, man. Relax. It's okay.
Well,
So-
with the CVS receipts.
Right.
Yeah, right. These tags this long.
So I know we've talked about this before, but for those people who don't know, you used to live in Chicago, is that right?
Yeah, Chicago area.
So what is your sourcing like in Chicago versus now in Tennessee? Because your sourcing and your selling looks a little bit differently. What does that look like?
Hold on 1 second, Ellie. Can you mute your laptop? I think we're getting an echo from it.
Either that or shut it down.
Hang on, let me just exit it. Now?
Yeah, much better.
Okay. I would find a lot more Grail items, I think, in Chicago area. But there's no bins, or there is now. I think it's like 2 hours from where I was living. But when I was there, there was no bins. But I mean, a thrift store on every corner. Like not just Goodwills, but Salvation Armies and just little hole in the wall thrift stores. So thrifting was good. I would find a lot of higher, I think, dollar items that would do well on eBay, but I didn't have, I think, the volume of like the smaller toys that I tend to sell now. And that just comes from the bins. Like I saw a post today that said toy guru. I was labeled a toy guru when you go to the bins and you see the people digging at the bottom for all the tiny toys. That's me. That's me.
I love it. I'm in. I'm a scrounger.
That's how me and Bob connected on that.
Yeah.
I will tell you what though, Christine, Val may have you beat.
Really?
Yeah, he's a bins ninja.
That man is everywhere. I turn around, he's not there. He's 10 bins over. So
Yes.
he's
Yeah.
awesome.
The other thing that we had a lot in Chicago too was flea markets. And the flea markets there, like people are getting rid of stuff for pennies. Versus here, I feel like flea markets are a lot more expensive here.
Yeah.
More haggling at the flea market.
The
here.
one near us is so ridiculous. I don't even want to go because they have tons of stuff I want,
Yeah.
but I'm not paying that.
Top dollar for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, and I've gotten lucky several times, but yes, a lot more haggling, a lot more like not paying that. Absolutely not. You want $5 a piece? Nope.
What is yard selling like for you?
That's probably the other thing that was like top notch in Chicago versus here. I do enjoy yard selling a lot. I don't seem to find a lot of toys here. And I say that and I always come home with toys, but but I feel like it was just more in Chicago, like every house that's having a sale. There was a lot more community yard sales there. And when there was, it was just like every single house had so many toys. And it was very rare that the people that were selling those toys for like expensive or, more like reseller prices. But I find a lot more older communities here who probably don't have kids in the house anymore, or if they do, you're lucky because it's probably vintage stuff.
Yeah.
But just not as much.
Have you noticed since you moved if your business has scaled up better, being Chicago's a such colder climate and they probably don't last as long as you are in Tennessee? Have you been able to see your business scale higher now since the move?
I definitely source. I find a lot more sourcing. It's like a catch-22 because Chicago is good. It's good for sourcing. Like you can marketplace, thrift stores, like I said, on every corner. And when garage sale season is shorter, but when it is, like, I think that much more people are running to their bigger yard sales. Like people want to get rid of stuff because you maybe get 6 months out of the year to do some garage sales there. So I don't know that I would say that it has scaled because of the sourcing. The sourcing, there are differences, but it's still really good here. So it hasn't gone down. It hasn't gone up, I don't think.
So would you say the bins is your primary? Sorry. We're going to mute you every time I ask you a question because of feedback, and then we're going to turn you back on so you can answer it. Do you find that your primary source is the bins or marketplace? Where do you think you find most of your stuff that you turn for a profit?
Definitely the bins is probably my go-to, and it's dangerous. Like I have to limit myself.
Oh yeah.
I have to limit myself how many times I go. But I do a little bit of everything. Marketplace pickups, looking. I enjoy finding marketplace bundles because you find, 20 of the same item or 50 of the same, themed items. So where you can do themed shows kind of, versus the bins. I kind of wait a couple times to gather that same, like I want to do a bluey show or something,
Yeah.
When you're at the bins, what is your strategy for figuring out? Because like I said, we all know that I've been with you quite often, so I know what that looks like for you. So when you're at the bins, what do you do when you're picking your stuff? What does that process look like for you?
When I'm picking myself, I know what to leave and what to take. I can decide this is too dirty. I don't want this. This is chewed up, whatever. Or this is like, I can tell you 90% of the toys that are from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, that you probably don't want to pick up. But I have a bins ninja that likes to, man, he's good. He finds a lot of great stuff, but I do have to sort through, like when he brings me bins, I have to sort through that. And he's not offended at all if I like leave anything behind. He's like, you pick.
Me either.
Same. I bring Ellie stuff all the time, and it's half the time it's garbage.
You found some good stuff.
I'm doing my
too,
best,
but,
Ellie. Get off my back already.
I do. I do. I have to sort. If I'm being brought stuff, I have to like kind of pick and choose and decide what really can be worth it.
Fill out the cart and then I go through it.
I always fill out the cart and then I'll price it out, or she'll go through it.
I'm like, what is this? What is this? No.
Toss it back.
He does that to me now. So, because we just load up everything, and then when they say, "Hey, get off to the side," then we start going through it and pricing it out and throwing stuff back. Now,
while we're waiting for the change, we're like going through and throwing stuff back, and
So,
that's the best way to do it. Sort it out during the slow time.
Yep.
That's what we do.
Can you
Now-
tell us about your most recent? Sorry, Sean. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, I noticed some people probably didn't hear the first time. As a new seller, what was the hardest thing you had to learn that you had to modify as a new seller? I know it's tough to hear your answer. I think you touched base on it, but it was tough to hear. Could you explain that again? Like, as a new seller, what was one of the hardest things you learned that you had to modify as a new seller?
As far as whatnot, or just in general?
In general, as selling, I know it was eBay at first, but then you got off of that. What was the hardest thing you learned as on the other platforms, or sourcing in general?
With small toys, I think it's that like catch-22, right? You have a lot of great toys, but the collector is looking for just that one piece. So like, I know, Amanda, you've talked about bundling plush, and that does well for you. And the reason that surprises me is because when I would bundle lots of toys, people they wouldn't go for that. They didn't want it. They wanted, I would get messages asking like, hey, can I just get this one piece? Like I had a bunch of little doll hairbrushes listed for like $20-something. There were some good hairbrushes. I don't know. And somebody offered me $10 for just one of them. And they were like, well, you split it. And I'm like, I really don't want to split it.
Yeah.
And so deciphering that and kind of just learning the entire toy world and the little collector's things, the vintage things, and learning what to list separately versus what to bundle, or what to bring to whatnot versus what to leave on eBay. I think that was the most challenging thing that I would say I have pretty much mastered it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I hear Amanda saying she bundles plush, and I'm like, really? I just have not had good luck.
I do too. I love it.
I will touch on that in just a second. So we still get messaged on other platforms because like there's this one bundle that we have that is really good. It's a littlest pet shop plush bundle, and there's what is in there?
It's a chinchilla.
It's a chinchilla, and everybody wants the chinchilla. But you know what? I put the chinchilla in there with the ones that people don't want because they're not going to buy the other ones. They're going for the chinchilla. So I always will put the fire one with the other one because I know for damn I'm not going to sell the other 4 without that one in there. So we do get sorry.
I was just going to say, when you bundle them together, you get to really quickly know which ones people are seeking to, so you can break those off, individually list them if you might have missed it when you comped it. So.
And I can't tell you how many times we've bundled stuff, and people have said, "Will you just? How much is it just for this one?" And Bob says the same price because it's our time to take it down, to re-photograph it, to re-put it back up, and then for you to be like, I don't want it. And then you get screwed potentially because you had it in a bundle. Now you've taken it out. Just really quickly, we just sold. Oh, there you go.
Whoops, sorry about that.
Reseller, right?
What kind of timing was that? We just sold and
We just sold.
I know. But when Sean and Mel, when we first met them on Whatnot, I was in their show, and I always want to support everybody. And if I don't need the plush that you have, because I will buy, like I've said many times, personally for myself or to bundle. That's why I shop on Whatnot and to support people. And if I can't or don't want what you have, I will tip you if
I'll just buy your crap because I don't care.
But anyways, we bought the Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Chibettes from Sean and Mel in the very beginning of their Whatnot selling career. None of them had swing tags. They all had tush tags. And I think he charged me like $8 a piece. And I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it.
Damn you, Sean.
And I bought them. And
stick to your guns.
They just recently sold on Etsy for how much was it?
170.
170.
You're welcome, Bob.
Appreciate you now. I hated you then, but I love you now.
Love you now.
Love you now, buddy. What have you done for me lately?
Yep.
And so also another example is King's Things, right? She had a big bag of holiday plush. It was
nobody wanted it.
Nobody wanted it. And I was in her show. I think she was on Christine's Raid Train. And I was just like, who's this chick? And we love CVS Stuffins plush, you guys. If you find it, it's money. And it doesn't matter if it has a swing tag or not. People just like it because CVS gets, you know, the Rudolph and the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Misfit toys, they get, and Frosty the Snowman, they get those. They've had those. So anyway, she had a bag of them and she was like $35 and it was in her auction buy it now, whatever tab. And somebody asked for it. I said, no, I went in there and I instantly bought it.
No, man.
And she tried to run it. She's like, why can't I run it? I'm like, because I just bought it. And it was $35 for the whole bag. We just sold it how much on Etsy for $180.
Was that the whole? Is that like the Misfit Toys thing you showed?
Yeah.
See,
And
we
the
have
one-
that whole set, so that's good.
So
Thank
and
you.
I've seen the ones that you have, and I think yours have
Etsy, my friend.
tags go
Yeah.
up, because my biggest thing is you can always go high and go low. You can never start low and go high.
Right.
Unless it's whatnot and they're fighting for
Yeah.
Exactly.
it.
So
Which happens a lot.
that is
So-
my 2 cents. That is why I love to bundle. And I think honestly, with toys, and I could be wrong, so tell me if I'm wrong. With toys, you're a collector, right? So you found this one, you found this one, and you really, really just want this one, right? With plush, a lot of times you get a collection and you want the whole collection because you had it at one time, or you didn't know that they had more. And so that's how you're able to get the buyers to buy your whole thing. So that's my 2 cents.
There's also not a lot of big collections per se, like of plush. So like, whereas there might be 35 pieces in the blind set
I was
of all
about
of
to say, you want to go see mine? I will find the collection.
the whole thing. I mean, there's like the newer ones, right? Cats versus Pickles, where you have to collect all
Yes.
the whole thing or whatever. But like for like older plush, there wasn't really a whole lot of that.
Right.
So I think I find like LPS or mini brands or Hatchimals, all these little toys that you need like 100 to complete the set or the season or whatever. And then you have all the rare, you get 1 or 2 rares per each set. So that's why people are looking for that one rare piece versus like, the plush where it's like,
Right.
Yeah.
I call those new modern toys little kid lotto. It's like little kid lotto. You don't know what you're going to get. You need to scratch the ticket and find out, right?
Yes.
Little kid lotto. What am I going to get today? Check it up. It's awesome. I love that.
yes.
It's so bad. There's sometimes you go through the store and there's kids in there with flashlights trying to look through the bag to try to feel what's in there or what it is. It's crazy sometimes to see what they got.
Well, and the other thing they do now is if you're a Adorables person
The
and it
code.
has a code, that's like,
They go on like Reddit. They figure out which codes, like which numbers, sequences, or what.
where's
And
the fun in that?
that's the icky part of collecting.
It's a money saver. It's the only way to
Well,
save
that
money.
too.
Well, and if you're a reseller and you like retail arbitrage and you find the rare one with the code that you're looking for, you could easily triple, quadruple what
You'll pay full price if you know the code or the one that you're looking for is in there.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll pay for. So.
Yeah.
Ask her some of the other questions that we couldn't hear before.
Oh, Ellie, so many
okay,
questions to ask
you.
you.
Told us you were banned on eBay, so and you've been pulled over because of dumpster diving. So let's revisit that a little bit. So start with whichever one you want to, because I think that's some good content.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as, and I have some footage of this that I never posted just because.
I could just picture you in there and your legs like this. Am I wrong?
Poo in the honey pot.
No, you're so right. No, oh my gosh. I'm passenger, right? And the truck is full in the back and I'm like still got stuff over here and I'm like hunched and then here we go, pulled over and I got a freaking, I think it was like some kind of kids cart because we go to the flea markets, right? So we would pick up all kind of stuff to take to flea markets. Some kind of little ride-on car thing in the front seat with me because it couldn't fit in the back anymore. And here comes the police officer with the light flashing in. I flashed in like, what are you guys doing? And so there was a Salvation Army that closed in a little strip where we were at. The Salvation Army had closed down, but people were still leaving donations back there.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was kind of like a little spot where we were always like, ooh, let's go see what people donated. The stuff was just outside half of the time getting rained on and probably thrown away. And they were about to arrest us because they said somebody was trying to break in and or the report that they got was that somebody was trying to break into the building, and I don't know if the officer said there was theft or something, and I was like, oh my God, no. I said, we're just picking up this trash. And he let us go. And so that was one time. The other time was back near that Five and Below that I told you guys about. And I guess it kind of looks shady, right? In the middle of the night, going back behind the dumpsters. People report it. So you asked me earlier if it was illegal. It's not illegal, but from city to city, there's certain ordinances, and certain cities will require that you have a scavenger's license or something, which is
in order to pick from the dumpster.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah, follow the rules or whatever. But I tried to get it, and they didn't know what the heck I was. They were looking at me like I was crazy when I went to the city hall.
Scavenger license.
Now,
Yeah, they were
does
like,
the
"What?"
scavenger license like trump the businesses who may put something out there and say, "Hey, stay out of our garbage," regardless, or does the scavenger license give you
Full access.
full access to everything?
No, so even if they have trespassing signs, you still have to abide by that.
Okay.
Because technically, they
So it doesn't give you a free pass.
No, no. But if you get caught, so I think I even told the police officer that I had a YouTube channel, and he followed me.
Oh, wow. There's a twist for you.
Yep, that's one way to get out. Amanda, use that next time. You know it's coming. Write this shit down. Right? You should be taking notes from her. Come on.
Yeah.
I've always seen the videos of the Bath and Body Works, them going.
Yes.
I would love to do that.
Yes.
God,
and
please
like
don't
let me
say
tell
that.
you.
My daughter wants to do that now because she's been watching Dumpster Diver King and stuff, and we have a Bath and Body, and she goes, and what's messed up is she goes, in Ulta,
Yeah.
she goes, Dad, can I get a job at Bath and Body? I said, no, because you can't be working and dumpster diving at the same damn time.
Right.
Because you'll throw shit away just so you can come back the next night. No.
Yes, get in trouble for that. But usually they can like grab it before it gets to the dumpster. Usually, the Bath and Body. I've dumpster dived at Bath and Body Works. It smells like freaking roses.
wow.
It smells like roses. Let me tell you. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let me text my daughter.
Listen, Melody.
For
Right.
full-time reseller, full-time mom first.
She's at her boyfriend's house, and Val went to go pick her up, and she's not answering. So,
Teenagers, am I right?
Listens.
Teenagers.
goodness, I'm like in the thick of it with her.
Oh.
But yeah, the Bath and Body Works. I have pulled out sprays that are like, they put like the testers out there. Those go in the dumpster. Candles that get returned or are half burned, or people return candles if they don't burn evenly. Perfectly good candles. And there was one time where they threw out, I don't know, maybe like 100 just lids to the Bath and Body Works candles.
Ooh, that's good.
The round lids. I picked them all up and took them home, and I listed them on eBay as like there's different patterns. So that was my first time ever trying one of those listings where you can like pick which pattern or whatever.
Oh, like they do it. I know what you're talking about, where you have like a whole bunch of them, and then you.
Yeah, and you can like pick. So there were like some Halloween lid, like cobweb spider lids. The lid for the freaking candle we're selling for like $3 a piece. I sold a bunch. Can you imagine? I can't sell a dang plush for $3 sometimes.
I know.
Hey, give this stuff away. What the heck's going on?
Yeah, I still have some somewhere.
And then, can you revisit your eBay jail time? You're currently
So
incarcerated in eBay jail.
yes, I got a permanent ban. They said that I would not, because I called shortly after the ban and tried to plead with them and explain to them the situation. They were like, nope, you're permanently banned.
And can you tell us again how that happened?
This was between the move from Chicago to Tennessee. I moved with a whole U-Haul full of inventory, and I should have just delisted everything, but I didn't. And there were just too many sales where I couldn't find the item because everything was up in arms. I didn't know where everything was. And I had to cancel several sales. And when I finally did delist everything and just shut the store down, I got banned like a month later. So I called them back and I pleaded with them. I'm like, come on, I delisted everything so that this won't happen. I'm trying to get it restarted. And they didn't tell me then that it was, if it was temporary, it was like a permanent ban. You know, they say you can never get your eBay back. Well, yeah. So I called about June of this year.
Mhm.
I don't know, I prayed about it a little bit and I was like, let me just see what they say, you know, see if I can get a good rep who's in a good mood.
Yeah.
And they told me that after 2 years I could do a what do you
Like an appeal.
yes, like an appeal, right? And try to get my account back. They said my 2 years would be up in October. So I don't know if I should call now or wait till the end of the month.
Can we
But-
send in letters of reference? Because if you need a referral, I got you.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I will find out.
Send your whatnot links, like all the things.
Yes, so stay tuned. Permanent ban. We'll see if I can get my eBay.
I'm
shit back.
excited. I hope you're gonna get it back. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
gonna put it out there in the universe.
Yes.
We've all been there to have to cancel, and I will tell you,
We were close
We-
one time
yeah.
to be losing.
because here's the thing. You know, I know
When
we've
we
said this
first
all
started,
the time.
yeah.
When we use a cross lister, you know, you rely on that cross lister to do its job. But if you've got to leave your browser open and you've got to leave the other things open in order for it to communicate, sometimes it doesn't communicate. So, and obviously it's up to the seller to checks and balance, right? But it's hard when you rely on a process to do the process, and you don't always have time to go back and make sure that that's happened. So I will cancel on Mercari and Poshmark and Etsy before I cancel on eBay.
Yeah.
But it's very frustrating when you've sold on eBay and the sales detection on eBay isn't working properly and it's selling it again, and you're like, you know. So I completely understand having to cancel things because of.
Some of it was Vendu, some of it was us when we first started.
Oh yeah, for sure, human error, for
Yeah.
sure.
So I'm not saying it was all Vendu, but there's a lot of times where our listings just dropped off
Yeah, for no rhyme or reason.
for no rhyme or reason. So, and we're not having that experience now. So
That's good.
let that be your guide, I guess. Be
Yes.
careful with Vendu or any cross lister. Double check your check.
So, what is your favorite thing to find and resell?
Charlie.
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 Sweet girl.
At least she's breathing and not seasoned.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Now you know why we call her Piggy.
Sorry,
Sorry about that, guys.
sorry,
I usually put them up,
but just with the seizures, I just want to make sure that she's.
yeah, we want to make sure she's not seasoned in a
Yeah.
crate. So
Yeah.
As far as reselling favorites, I am a little torn because I very much enjoy picking up plush.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's a space thing for me, but I don't enjoy going live with plush.
Right.
And I maybe it's just space. Like I said, I feel like I'm hoarding plush over here, but I can't leave them behind either. When I pick them up, I'm like, "Ooh, this is a good
You
one."
know I'm gonna pull up and quickly retrieve it. You know it.
it's for
And, well,
Mick
that's why
Water.
when you guys come, I feel a little bit more at ease. I'm like, okay, it's coming home with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind.
What does that look like for you when we're sourcing together?
When we're sourcing together, I feel a little bit of relief because I don't feel the need to take everything. I feel like I can push it on you.
There it is.
You take it.
So, real talk, Ellie grabs toys and plush. Bob grabs toys and plush. I try with the toys. I don't know what I'm doing. I grab plush. We all come back to 3 or 4 carts because Val never comes back until he's like a chipmunk with all kinds of nuts. Like, you just can't.
The
Okay?
4 of us can dominate a bin too.
Yeah. So we divide and conquer for sure.
Yeah, it's a
and then
strategy.
if the kids are there, the kids are grabbing stuff too. So it's even better. But we all come back to
Because kids know, right?
right.
They
We
do.
all come back to our station, and Ellie, I'm like, "What's in your cart?" I legit say to her, and I'm ashamed, but not. Are you gonna?
There's no shame.
I was like,
No
she
shame.
had one day she had itty bitties in her cart. I'm like, and I know good girl would like to have those, and I'm like, are you gonna list those for real? Or are you just gonna hoard them?
Hashtag bin's brat.
She's like, you can have them. I'm like, all of them? She's like, just take them.
She's like rolling her eyes. Amanda.
Take them.
But I will say though, I feel like when I say, Ellie, are you going to list it? Or are you going to sell it? What are you going to do? I want her to get to the point where she's like, girl, I'm going to list it. It's going to sell. I'm listing it right now. She has so much good stuff, guys. Like so much untapped goodies that you would be so
Yes.
amazed that she has. I asked her one day, hey, have you ever seen this? Do you have this? She's like, I think I've had that for over a year. I'm like, where have you been for a year in my life? You know what I mean? So like you just never know. So, but you're gonna get your eBay back. It's gonna be fantastic, and I can't wait to see you flourish more than you are right now.
Now, is that your collection behind you, or is that inventory? Are you a collector as well?
No, I collect turtles, sea turtles mostly. I don't really have a space to display my little sea turtles, but that's the only thing that just it's like I can relate to sea turtles. And so that's what calls me. But this is all inventory. This is where I will sit down and do a show and either, switch out what's up here with little toys or plush or.
Pay attention, chat. She's giving you a shot.
All of that stuff there. So, I mean, it literally goes to the ceiling.
Yeah. I love it.
Yes. Yes, I know.
Yeah, that would be
I haven't
We
heard
can't wait till
anything.
Nashville next year, guys. April's going to be here before we know it.
I'm feeling like it's already next month.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to feel.
I'm trying to remember when Ray actually announced it this year.
I don't think it was until January.
Was it January?
I think it was January. Yeah.
I know that there was something going on. He wasn't sure if he was going to do it or not.
Yes.
And then he decided to, and wow, what a success that the Nashville meetup was. If you're a reseller and you haven't been to a meetup, I highly suggest you do it. You can meet great people, make connections. I think that's where we initially met face to face, Ellie, but we were following each other on social, I think.
That meet was so exciting when we saw you at the meet and greet.
Yeah.
It was so awkward for me.
Oh, it was awkward for me too. I had somebody falling in my lap.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Ryan and Sean running across the beach to each other.
Ellie, it was like if you were slow motion in a beach where they're running to each other.
Yeah, the chariots of fire playing.
Sean makes stuff up in his brain. I don't know.
Christine knows. Christine knows.
This is what he wanted to happen because it didn't happen. So I don't know what he's talking about.
He looked right up at me in the eyes like star-crossed lover.
What
It was
are
like,
you talking about?
Good to see you, brother.
No. Well,
making stuff up.
When we met, I don't do face content, and I didn't have a picture of myself, I don't think, on Whatnot. But Bob, I don't know if it was you or Amanda behind the scene. I think it was you. You sent me a picture of you and Amanda.
I did. Yeah.
And so when we were at the meetup, I was kind of looking around. I think you guys got there after us. And I swear I was looking so hard at you, like, is that him? Is that them? I can't tell because
it's hard to miss me. It's hard to miss me.
I had never met you. I didn't know your height and everything before.
Yeah.
I think the picture was similar to how you guys are sitting now, so I couldn't tell the huge height difference.
Peanut butter and jelly.
But yeah, definitely.
I think you brought her over, and I was like, Tennessee Treasures, and I squealed like a pig. I was so excited. So excited. And then your mom was there too, and I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Love her.
Ellie's mom, Tiny Toys.
Yeah.
She sells on Whatnot somewhat.
We met in Maddie B's line, Ellie.
Yes. Yep. I think we were next to
Maddie B's.
I wasn't gonna say anything, Christine.
Maddie B played on our baseball team. I don't know where she gets this.
Whatever you want to call it, that chicken is delicious. Yeah. If you haven't been there. I don't care what you call that chicken.
That chicken is amazing.
It was good.
Delicious.
Very good.
Delicious.
Yeah, that was the first time we met Val too, and Val claims that chicken wasn't hot, but
that man was sweating.
What was it? It was the hottest.
How hot it was.
Yeah, the clucking chicken he got.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, "You got the clucking chicken? Whoa!" He was, and I'm just looking at him because I don't eat spicy food, so
I love spicy.
Not until this year. So that was last year's meetup, the first year.
Yes.
So this year's meetup, when it was time for it to, I don't remember if it was before or after, he goes, I think we started talking about how to bees. He goes, I never told you, he said, but that was the freaking hottest chicken I've ever had. He said he was holding and biting his tongue, and he couldn't even eat the fries because even the fries were spicy.
I got the second one
He
down,
got the
and it was
second.
probably the hottest thing I've ever ate.
Yep, he
Yeah,
said.
same. Yeah, I got the one right below it.
And what's great about Hattie B's is they walk around, their waiters or
Yeah.
their
Servers,
staff walks
yeah.
around and ask if you need ice cream to cool your tongue down. He's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
was so macho and
He's like, I'm a
"I'm
man. I
good."
heard you ice cream.
and he didn't finish it. He's like, I'm gonna take it to go. I'm like, that man's ass is gonna be on fire. I know that chicken is hot. I know.
Oh,
He,
man.
he was he had beaded sweat on his forehead. He
Could
was like,
imagine
it's
the
not
hottest
hot.
one.
Oh,
So he
This is what
always
Val
sweats.
does to me. He goes,
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I was just like, this is great.
unbelievable.
It's awesome.
So Ellie had mentioned you sell dolls, and I remember there was a couple times I've seen you at the bins. She will take parts off of dolls. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Well,
Why do
Monster
you
High
do that?
dolls, Rainbow
Why do
High
you do that?
dolls. Why do I do that? Because people
Mhm.
look for these parts. Kids tear apart these dolls, and when you find a $100 doll that's missing hands, and you find the hands
Yeah.
separate, you're willing to pay $20 for just the hands.
The doctor's in the house.
Yes.
The doll doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I find a Rainbow High doll and it's missing a hand, I will still bring it. Some people, I haven't done this yet, but I plan to. I have seen just the beady eyes of the Rainbow High dolls sell for
No.
$10 a piece.
No.
Wow.
I don't know if they're still on Whatnot, but even on Whatnot, like $10 a piece just for the eyes. I don't know how they do it. They melt the eyes off.
Is it because the rest of the doll is trashed, or
Most likely they take them from TLC dolls, but there's all the people that do custom dolls that they want to
Yeah.
change. They want a
Oh.
certain eye color, so they want.
And I think that's so cool. The people that do the custom.
they can
We had
repurpose
one.
things? Yeah.
When we
That's
first
a
started,
skill ring. Yeah.
what
Definitely.
was it? It was like a Barbie on rollerblades, but a bigger Barbie. I don't know. It was different, and she changed it all up and sent us the picture of what she did. It was
It
awesome.
was awesome.
It was a
I
lot.
tried to get my daughter into like redoing dolls.
Mm.
I think she painted the eyes on one, and she was like, "No, no."
That could be another new trend because you're going to get such new collectors for that. That's a great idea, though. Never even
Yes.
thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so I do. I pick up a lot of damaged items just for parts in toys like Transformers, Power Rangers, all kind of. If I just find parts, I will pick them up.
Nice.
They sell there's people that make like the Twilight dolls. They'll paint the
Oh,
heads of
yeah.
them and sell just the heads, like a different
Yeah.
version.
Because
Like
we had one and listed it, and someone was like, "That's not the actual head. That's someone did that." And
someone
we're
that's
like,
a replacement head.
"Okay, sorry."
That's
Well, there's
funny.
a whole horror market with people who will make like the horror dolls. People
Mhm.
eat that stuff up. You make
People do that with the precious moments. I've shown Christine a few times where they transform the precious moments, and they'll kind of put the molding clay or whatever on it and let it dry, and they'll form it the way they want to.
Yeah.
And I will say too, customizations are really popular in the little people world too, because people have made Miss Rachel.
I've seen that.
People have made. I've seen a Scooby Doo set. They take I call him the Home Depot guy, but he's the one with the orange hat and the orange apron. Someone made them a Mario and Luigi set out of those because they have the hat.
Perfect.
Cool.
So it's kind of cool how people are creative. I'm a good mimic. I'm not a good original thought person in that regard. So that always impresses me.
Yeah. Absolutely. Creative. I love it. So
I used to do. Oh, we're talking about 10 years ago now. Shopkins when they first started coming out. Me and Melody collected them, and I would do the replica resins and customize them and paint them myself. So
nice.
We've been
What's it
noticing-
like having talent, Ellie? I'm just curious.
like, what's it like to be God's favorite, right?
Yeah, what's it like to be God's favorite? Yes, there we go. Finally, the cat's out of the bag.
No.
God's chosen. It's
Oh,
okay.
no. I'm kidding.
What's that like?
I have a creative touch. I don't know. I enjoy creativity. But I also am a entrepreneur at heart because I'm always trying to sell stuff. I've always before reselling, I would do custom, like I had Etsy shop where I would sell. I resonate with what you just said, Amanda, where you're like, I can copy what you did, but I can't come up with the original ideas.
Right.
I can do all the creative stuff. I don't always come up with the original ideas, but I used to sell Father's Day hammers where they would say thanks for building my life, or thanks for building a life together, or something like that, for like Father's Day. Thanks for helping me build my life, Dad or Grandpa or whatever. And I would use my little Cricut and put the little inscription on the hammer. And I had actually one of those sell for a wedding. It was pretty cool. And like custom stuff like that. So there's always been some kind of entrepreneurial thing going on.
Where do you get that from?
I don't know. ADHD makes me hyper focus on certain things. and then I get bored of it and try something else. Reselling is something that I haven't gotten bored of because there are so many different categories to learn that I'm constantly like, ooh, this is a new thing for me. You know?
How do you balance being a mom and a reseller? I know you said you're not full time, but like, what's a typical day? How many times a week do you go on, or what's that like for you to try to balance both?
It's hard. It's hard. I don't know if there's a perfect balance. I homeschool 2 boys, and we kind of just got like a homeschooling schedule down packed. And then, so like in the morning from like 8 to 2, we're at home, we're working, we're cleaning, we're doing what we need to do at home. And then at 2 o'clock, I'll head down to my garage. My kids come down with me. Around that time, their school friends are coming home, so they get to come out and play and have their recess. And I will go down and work in the garage and sort and photograph and things like that. And then, stay at home mom. So, I got to take dinner and do groceries and all of that. I don't know if there's a perfect balance. I have found that schedule like really helps me separate time for certain things in my mind, really block it out. And if I don't do that, I will doom scroll all day. I don't know, without realizing it. There's certain times where I'm like, I gotta keep on schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the new things that your kids are doing, they're entrepreneurial. Is it with the co-op? Can you tell them about that? Because I think that's really cool.
My kids are very entrepreneurial. One of them more than the other. The other one's a little bit more of a follower, I think. But still, he sees the money and he's like, I want to make money. You're not leaving me out of this.
Love it.
So there is a Middle Tennessee homeschooling co-op that puts on like a kids only type of flea market, like reselling market, where they can like put on a lemonade stand or a bake sale or like t-shirts. Some of the kids do 3D printing. And so it has to be completely ran by the kids. Like, I can't help them. They got to be able to count out the money, give the change, put on the prices, bring in their inventory, speak to the customers, like all of it. I just got to sit back there and watch them. So we did it for the first time this, was it in June? Probably like in June. And the kids made $100 in like 3 hours.
That's so cool.
And they have been bugging me like, when is there going to be another one? So they really enjoyed that. And like when we go to the bins, they know what to dig for. And they know the good stuff too. Like, they can tell you apart like a fake transformer to like a real transformer. They can tell you a Marvel Legend versus like the little, cheaper version ones that aren't articulated and all of that. They can tell you what an LPS is and all of this stuff. And they gear more towards the boy toys, right? Because that's what they know more. But they're funny because they're also like, well, what about the girls? We need to sell stuff to the girls too. Can we have plush to buy to sell in our booth?
Smart.
Yes.
I love the mindset. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I
they're-
lost my Minecraft this past visit.
Yes. Yep. Amanda, I think Victor said, ooh, is that Minecraft or was it Rainbow Friends or something?
Something,
Amanda's
yes.
like, yeah, you want it? And I'm like, look, you can give it to him, but he's gonna sell it. he knows that that's money.
That's okay.
I think I found him a hammer or something. I'm like, hey, Victor.
It's a Thor, wasn't it? Thor
Something
hammer?
like, no, it was Minecraft or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
Minecraft
it was like a
hammer.
Nerf. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Victor. He's like, what's going on? I was like,
yeah.
he's great though.
But I
love his spirit, by
I
the
think
way.
it's great. I think it's really awesome when, I mean,
Wow.
because your kids
Mountain State too now.
are young enough where, like for Melody, that's her daughter, teenager, Caleb, our teenager, they're not really into the reselling, and it stinks because it's something that you want to share with your kid because you're excited about it, and you think, oh, they're kids, they want to dig through toys, why not? Absolutely not. But I think it's great that your two younger ones really like to get in the thick of it, and they see the benefit of what they're doing because, I've said this before, with Whatnot, it's a tangible transaction all the way from beginning to end. And for them to have a booth where they set up and they put their stuff on display, they thoughtfully pick stuff out. People are looking at them, they're buying their stuff, and there's a lot of pride in that. So I think that's really great.
Yes.
At such a young age that they're understanding that process and what that looks like.
Yeah.
And benefiting from it as well.
Yeah.
The fact-
You're starting to see the lemonade stands at the yard sales take different effects. These kids are getting smart and what they're
Right.
doing. It's crazy how smart they are and what their salesmanship is turning into, that they're doing a lot of different creative ideas out there.
The one little girl that had the little umbrellas in her
Yeah,
lemonade
she
thing,
went all out, man.
Yeah.
She probably takes Cash App too.
Yeah.
Kids today.
They had
I
a
love it.
lemonade no more. You had the diabetes.
No more lemonade.
Oh, Ryan, you're not
They
dying.
always
It's okay,
get
buddy.
him. They always
I
get
always
him.
support the kids.
When they
Yeah.
ask me, I'm like, I'm drinking coffee. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's
I'll
the
have
sweet
30
tea?
damn cups of lemonade in a day, and it's just like, I'll give them $5. I'll give them, because they're like, well, I'm
Yeah.
going on vacation. All right, here's $5. Give me a thing of 50-cent lemonade. I'll drink it and just. I
Yeah.
love the kids. I love seeing them getting out there and getting involved. It's awesome to see. So
We get in the car and we're running out of cup holders because
Yep.
so many cups of lemonade.
Yeah.
You spark something early in a child if you're not careful, which is a good thing. And they can become something that's that they're always meant to be, right? But you help them along the way. Sometimes you don't get to see the tree you plant, as they say, and those are the things that happen that you can do to change a child's life. So
correct.
it's important.
And so there's another thing too. I know it's either, I don't know if it's a blessing or burden that I know so much, but if you watch her social medias, you'll know. What do you specifically pick up at the bins for the kids in your complex, and why?
Oh, this is awesome.
This is
check
great.
her out on Instagram.
Check
So
it out.
there are a lot of at least 10 other kids just in our little. I live in an apartment complex, and I pick up scooters for them. I had one little scooter that my two boys were sharing, and they started scootering, and all of a sudden all the other kids are here taking turns with one little scooter. We're talking like 6 kids taking turns with one scooter. And I'm like, these poor kids. And one of them, no shame, he like hogs up the scooter, right? But
Love it.
but I'm like, man, I can pick these up for a couple of bucks at the bins, and I would get them for $1.99, $2.99, $5 at a garage sale or something. And so I started. I probably have at least 10 scooters in my garage, so that every kid on the block can scooter around, and they're like a scooter
That's
squad.
That was awesome.
You should tell Victor to have a rental fee.
Yeah, Scooter Squad. Yeah, rental fee.
Yeah, well,
Genius.
not only that, I think I'm
Genius.
one of the only ones that has a garage here, so I'm the only one that can store them all. But
Well,
Gina.
think about it. He could be the supply and demand because you have to be home or Val has to be home in order to get access to the shed. There's
Yeah.
a rental fee, $5 an hour.
Yeah, you're going to be like those stores, Audi. You got to insert quarters to get them out, and you got to insert a quarter to get it back.
Right, the electric scooters, they have to do that. Yeah.
Yep.
Scooters are us.
The other
Ellie,
thing that I'm starting.
You're homeschooling your kids as well on top of reselling. That's amazing. What's that like balancing that?
She already answered that.
Did
She
you?
already answered that.
Oh,
That was when you went to the bathroom, Bob. It's okay.
no, I was letting the dogs out. Ron.
Listen, it's very hard.
That really wasn't Charlie back there ripping. I think somebody Manson's farts earlier. I think
Listen, they let me out on parole from the old folks home.
Yeah.
I've been paroled from the old folks
Yep.
home.
No, she did. She said
Gina.
it's very hard, and she's.
Sean didn't tell you that he followed us over from YouTube. He used to watch our YouTube channel, and
That's how I learned not to do the
whatnot.
wrong stuff. Yeah.
What
Now
not to
he's
do?
selling on whatnot.
I learned what not to do from
He's
Ryan.
been stalking me forever.
Whatnot
Gina.
shows.
There's the next podcast. What not to do?
Yes. There'll be a whole 2 hours of what to do, what not to do based per Ryan. So
Thanks, Ryan, for the content. Appreciate you.
No problem.
So- Would you rather resell or content create, Ellie?
Resell. 100%. Content
You're
creating
so
is.
good. You are
it's-
so good with your content, guys. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
For someone, and I say this with the utmost love. I am not creative in that way. I have a fortunate that Bob likes the tech stuff, and I'm not saying that anybody can't do it, but I am very impressed that of the stuff that you put together and put out. Like, I would never think to do that, or how you put things together. I'm impressed. I think it's great. I think that you are a powerhouse in everything that you do, and I really feel like everything you touch is fucking fantastic.
I
So
agree.
if you have not had the opportunity to follow her, meet her, just be in her presence and just watch her growth. I mean, it's really something to be impressed about. I mean, I probably say that everybody's like, really, but I am very impressed at everything that you touch and what you do and how good you are. And I can't imagine how great you're going to be once eBay it makes the decision to say, hey, come back, bitch, because you are going to be a force to be reckoned with for sure.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Don't make me start singing Unchain My Heart.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll do it.
We can do that.
Unchain my heart.
Speaking of that,
Say you love me again.
Oh,
speaking
no.
of that,
I miss you.
I do have a clip of Bob singing in
Nice.
East Tennessee meetup. So let's turn this around for a second so we can hear Bob sing at the East Tennessee meetup. Here's Bob at the East Tennessee meetup.
Oh,
Guys.
Wow.
Ladies, he's taken.
I was
Man.
killing it.
He's
He
taken.
is
Don't even
good.
try it.
Killing it. Like always.
Killing my ear holes is what he's
He
doing.
was awesome, Bob.
There goes my 92%.
Now you know why they let me out of the old folks home.
oh no.
Bob was awesome. I can't
Oh,
wait till the
that's-
next one.
That's all mine.
Chrissy.
All
I
mine.
get to see Chrissy tomorrow.
Ooh, that's fun.
Colin's on the move, Chrissy.
So, does anybody, for those of you that just came in, does anybody have any questions for Ellie? I know we've touched upon a lot, and I know because, there's things that I know I was able to highlight. But does anybody have any questions for Ellie, or do you guys have more questions for her? Because I know I've spoke a lot. Sorry about that.
I think you guys covered it all.
Yeah.
Went through a lot.
Well, I know we can't wait to meet you in Nashville. So it's going to be awesome.
Likewise.
I have a question. Are you ready for this weekend?
I'm ready. I got a show scheduled tomorrow, so
Nice.
hopefully I can get rid of some stuff.
Heck yeah.
Go buy some more
Christy
stuff.
wants to know what you do for self-care, Ellie.
Oh, Christy, there's not a lot of hope. I go soothe myself at the bins with Bob and Amanda, and they're always good to me. They help. Let me tell you though, with all honesty and sincerity, I really do appreciate the friendship that we have created. It's something that I prayed for. I don't have a lot of friends.
Amanda's gonna cry.
I know.
I'm getting teary-eyed. it's been a great just couple of years growing with you guys and getting to know you guys really well. So thank you for that. You
It
guys
does speak a lot about the community. We've said that before, so it is a great community.
And the best thing of all,
So you can't get rid of them.
The best thing of all is I became an honorary TT. Like, let me just tell you.
You sure did. Yep.
It's so great. And Michaela, the one thing she says, Bob.
When you got it, kid. What am I going to say? I don't know.
But
At least she's not calling me grandpa. So
yeah.
got that going.
You don't look like a grandpa.
Not yet.
I think one of the biggest things that we've talked about, and I know that you guys shared as well, is I think the one thing that you want to do in a reselling community or any community that you want to surround yourself with like-minded people. You want people to be there to lift you up, support you in a way that keeps you accountable. I said this earlier today. I call Christine my whatnot boss, and I mean this with the most love in my heart. She will be like, hey, Cheech, did you load your show? You got shows scheduled? Why aren't they loaded? Hey, you're on the rate train this week. Why isn't your thumbnambell up? I'm getting to it.
I send her eyeballs, and
Yeah.
she knows what that means. Like,
Get to work.
And
nothing's in there.
yeah,
I'm checking.
she has said every day this week that she is proud of me. And I said, I appreciate that, but let's have this conversation next week, because it's one thing to schedule your shows and do it one week. Next week's going to be a whole different ballgame. Now, I know I've said that I'm not going to go on Monday for good reason. I want to spend time with my husband and I want to go source.
It's really the bins.
And so
It's okay.
so
I'm not offended.
that is going to happen. But I am currently loading my Douglas and Aurora show for next week. So I'm not going to stop. I'm going to be as consistent as I can. And if I feel like I'm burnt out, I'm just going to reschedule the show and just reprioritize. But I've had an amazing week, and I really appreciate the accountability. So I really feel like in this community, when you surround your people who are like-minded, it definitely helps. And when you succeed, you succeed. And when you succeed, you succeed, just because of that camaraderie. So
We're not going to let our friends down.
Christine get the 20% cut.
That seems fair. That seems fair.
You need to start getting those checks in.
Did you tell
Royalty checks.
Well, you haven't told. So today, I'm gonna say it, Christine. So today, I had found something.
I was just saying it's fun.
Thank
So
you,
I found
MSP.
something- Huh?
This is spicy. The little spicy my girl.
So cute.
So I found something that Christine wanted. So I told her I would run it during my show today, and she comes in and raids me. And I go to run it, and I'm like, so nobody bid on this because it's a claim from another show. And I always say this, if you bid on it, I'm going to cancel you.
Not just your sale, we're going to cancel you.
But I said I'm going to run it after this one. And as soon as I run it, now mind you, I'm in a Beanie Boo show. The last thing Christine wants to swipe on is
The
a
Beanie Boo.
And I hold up
Sorry, bid responsibly, no cancels.
the Beanie Boo, and she's like, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, did you want that? She's like, no.
She's like, give me that toy, give me that toy. Give me that.
I was so excited.
But then, like 45 minutes later, I hold up this purple bat. She's like, swap that with the one I got. I'm like, Ryan, you killing me, but a Beanie Boo.
Get it, Ryan. Spicy made sicker.
Spicy's out.
Spicy's out, yeah.
But
Never-
I appreciate you saying that, and I think it's a good thing when you put people in your life who hold you accountable, celebrate the wins, are there through the losses, all of the things.
Yeah.
And I think that Whatnot, if anything, has created a community amongst people that is really good. It's cherished, it's respected, and you really find out who your people are, for sure.
Yeah, I think I said this to Sally today. It's like start a business or a hustle, and you'll find out really quickly who your friends are and who supports you and your family.
There's a lot of judgment in reselling, a lot.
It is. Like I said that in my show earlier, because I've been getting people asking me, "Oh, you're a liar," because when we've talked about how we all help each other, and we'll send stuff to you guys, or we'll reference, or we'll help new resellers as well. People are like, "Oh, you guys are just BSing because you look at everybody." I'm like, just because I say it and I do it, you guys are either haters or you're upset that you are not following suit. You're pretenders. I'm sorry, but when we say something, we're going to follow suit. We'll send everything your guys' way. We'll send it even to Ellie. We'll send it to whoever we can if we know we have it,
What do you have to benefit for lying about that?
It's just, I think what I told her today, it's because you guys are upset that we're doing and following that standard.
Right.
And because you're not. It's on your conscience. We want to help people. We were helped by you guys. Even though I hate to admit it, Ryan and Christine helped us a lot. You guys did the same thing. But I want to give that back, and we want to give that back. That's just part of our nature. But if you're going to bitch out somebody about doing that, it says a little bit about your character in my eyes, I feel.
Well, I think because a lot of people want to be top dog, and I think a lot of people now, I'm not going to dwell on it, but I think a lot of people don't mind stepping on others to get where they need to be because there's a jealousy or whatever the reason you feel like you need to be compensating and being that. I have said this many times. There's room for everybody. And right now I have a love-hate relationship with Little People because I loved it for a very long time and now it's oversaturated and I hate it. But I love the financial benefits of it. So if people are going to go out there and try to sell it, then try. I'm still going to do my thing.
Part of the reason why we decided to do the podcast when Sean asked us, by the way, if you guys aren't familiar, this whole idea was Sean's.
Sean dragged us all into this shit.
Yeah, I'll drag us in.
Yeah.
We don't give a flip. We don't give a flip.
I haven't done this tonight, Ryan. I don't care.
I felt bad for him. I'm like, all right, Sean, whatever you want, buddy.
Show us what you got, man.
Part of the reason why I wanted to do this is because of the support for the community, support for our friends, support for everybody that's coming up through the trenches. We want to have new sellers on here as well,
and we want to showcase a different way
and showcase people
because it's not all cutthroat.
Yeah. There's a hell of a community mostly behind everything that we do. Now there's an underbelly to everything, don't get me wrong, and we try not to dwell in that place. So but yeah, so it's important to be a part of a community. It makes reselling less lonely. So human factor. For sure.
You can commiserate under the bullshit.
Oh yeah, there's that too. Misery loves company. No.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But we all have those days where you're just like, you know what, I'm over it. And then there's days where you're just like, I'm not going to let you be over it. I'm going to drag you to the finish line. And that's what we do.
Like the other day, yesterday during the Ray Train, Ray of Sunshine was on and she was selling Webkins, and she has Webkins that she has sourced with codes. She has them from her own childhood as well. She was killing it. Christine said she must have done at least $600 in the hour that she was on. So
proves ChatGPT was right.
I was just
saying.
In my opinion, I was just like, I love that for her because you know what? The person that comes after her is going to benefit from her energy and from her buyers too. So I do think that it's easy to be jealous. It's easy to want what someone else has, and it's easy to try to emulate that, but you can't. You can't. And I truly believe
Gina.
If you support others, what's she saying?
Dan Marino's Sean's favorite.
I truly believe
she's on her night pills.
If you support others and uplift them, it'll come full circle for you as well. And you may not get it the exact same way, but you get what you need. And I truly believe that.
Yeah, for sure.
I really do.
Definitely.
For sure.
Ellie, you're a rock star for coming on. For those who don't know, Ellie came in last minute and supported her friends when we needed her most. And that's just a testament to her character as not just a person.
Yeah, people that back out last minute don't get a second chance. So
yeah, that's our new rule. Back out, no second chance.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we don't give a flip. So it works in so many ways.
Right.
We love you, Ellie. Thank you for coming on.
Be sure to follow on all the social medias, you guys.
Where can they find you real quick, Ellie, before we depart this evening?
I am everywhere. I'm everywhere. Find me I have a page on Facebook. It's Tennessee Toy Treasures. I am on TikTok, Tennessee Treasures. I am on Instagram. I think it's Tennessee_treasures. And whatnot, and YouTube, and all other places.
Are you going to be filming this weekend at the bins? I think you should
tune in to find out.
Wait before you go. I didn't talk about the little that we found. Talk about that real quick. Last time at the bins.
the little mices. Well,
At the
she
front
found 'em
door.
first. She
Yeah.
found them first. There was all this commotion, and I was like 2 bins down, and then all I see is Amanda coming back. She's like, I just took a mouse outside. I'm like, a live mouse? You just took a live mouse outside? And then I'm like digging in the bin, kind of like poking around with the thing, right? And there's a tiny little baby mouse, and it was
Didn't make it.
Had left
didn't
us.
make it.
Succumb to its
I'm
bins.
up there like warning everybody, like there's dead mice in that bin.
This is the price. This is the price
Wild.
you pay for bin
It
digging.
was the craziest thing. So I was on this side of the, like the way they do the bins, they're like this. So there's a bin here and a bin here. And I was on this side and Ellie was on the other side of me. And I was with a local,
Nothing like hearing your wife scream across the
a
bins.
local regular, right? And I was like, oh my, I'm like, Sandra, don't move. There's a mouse. She's like, what? And I was like, hold on. And of course,
It was louder than
digging.
that.
Everybody's digging, so you can't tell people to stop. But I'm like, don't touch it. So I move it, and it's like on the frisbee, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna put this thing on? So there was a Halloween bucket here. I'm like, don't move. And I took the frisbee and dumped it in the bucket, and Sandra screaming, mouse, mouse. And there's the worker who also named is Sandra. She's the one that checks the receipt. And she's like, don't bring that shit over here. I took that bucket and I was like, I don't want this thing. And I put it outside on the porch thing. And one of the workers went out and played with it and brought it to the back of the building. I was like,
Oh my god.
Yeah, Sandra told me that one of the employees took it to the back and was playing with it. I'm like, whatever, it's not in here anymore. And then Ellie's like, yeah, there's a dead one over here. I'm like, ugh.
Well, I was in disbelief. I'm like, a mouse, like a live mouse you just outside, until I went to the same bin and I was like, oh geez, I see
There's
a
its
little dead
friend.
baby
It's not the
mouse
Mickey
in
Mouse
there.
you were looking for. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's not the mouse.
Or Mighty Mouse. It was
Yeah, it might have been a Mighty Mouse. It made a lot of people
Oh, that was
scream. So.
wild. I've seen spiders in the bins that startled me. Man,
hell yeah.
mouse. It must have just been one box of like donations that got dumped from like a garage or something.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, who was it? Someone was on here. Oh yeah, Jack's Treasures. They said when they've bought storage units before, they
Yeah.
have had rats.
Yeah.
And they've had stuff that they've come across because it gets into.
You're gonna make all these new people that are coming in watching this content now want to resell.
We're like, we're not buying
Listen,
that.
we all know that reselling
We
has
clean
it
everything.
fits in its peaks.
It's like
We keep
that.
it real, raw,
Right.
I
live.
think I
and
may
unedited.
use the mice strategy when we go to the bins next week and be like, hey, stay out of this one. There's
Hell
a dead
yeah.
mice. If it's a
When
good
a
one,
really
hey,
good
there's
one
mice
comes out,
here. Let everybody move away and we'll just stay picking in it.
Who
So
hasn't reached
Mel,
into,
make sure you get your scream on, okay?
who hasn't reached into a bin and it's wet and sour and you just want to
Ooh.
gag?
Ugh.
But it's
Yeah.
I mean,
It's the worst. It happened in Nashville first year.
But I
Yep.
still grab stuff like this and put it in a bag, and I'm like, I'm taking this to wash it.
yeah.
It's a good one.
It's hard to turn up like it if it's like an $80 plush. You're like,
Yes. It can be washed. I think a lot of those get left out in the bins,
Yes,
like
in the
when it
rain.
rains, right?
Yeah, I feel that too. They smell like that sour garbage. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
yeah, for sure. Well, that was a crazy story.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
that's a good place to end this thing. Ellie, I can't tell you enough how much I want to just thank you for being that reseller's reseller, being that girl's girl, being that homie
And ready to square up when
and
you
just
have
square
to.
up when you have to. Ellie has so many times saved us at the bin
Yes.
in so many ways. So we appreciate you as always. Just remember, guys, if you can't be good at it. We're going to go ahead and go sign off for
Hold out in
tonight.
the back.
But hold out don't sign off yet. Ellie, want to talk to you. Okay. All right,
Take
guys. We
care.
love
you.
Good luck. Find some goodies this
Appreciate it, y'all.
weekend.
don't forget Ryan Sucker.
Happy picking.